Depth of objects. Part 1. Today we will learn how to measure the depth of objects. Vandana, don't go to the park to play during the rainy season. Play here at home.
Why, Papa?
I went for a walk in the park this morning and noticed that the constant downpour has formed deep pits in the park, and you may hurt yourself while playing.
Okay, Papa. But how deep are the pits?
I didn't have the scale, but it seemed to me about 15 centimeters to a meter deep.
15 centimeters to 1 meter. But usually centimeters and meters are used to measure the length and width. Why are you telling the depth in centimeters and meters, Papa?
Because depth is also measured in meters, centimeters and kilometers.
Can you please explain, Papa? I did not understand.
Look, Vandana, different qualities of objects are measured. The length, width and height of a brick is measured. In the same way, the depth of the pit is measured.
What are the objects in our house whose depth can be measured?
There are many objects in our house whose depth can be measured. Look at that cupboard. The depth of a cupboard is very useful measurement because more the depth of a cupboard is, there will be more space for storage.
Oh, so it is not necessary that we only measure the depth of those objects which are below ground.
Yes, Vandana. For instance, depth is also measured in kitchen utensils because they are filled with goods. The deeper the utensil, the more quantity it can hold. The depth of a vessel helps in determining what could be stored in it.
What are the other objects whose depth can be measured?
Look, you have already discovered examples of pits, cupboards and kitchen utensils whose depth is measured. Similarly, the depth of the well is measured. The depth of the sea is measured. The depth of the pond is measured and the depth of a planter is also measured.
Okay, and the depth of all these is measured in centimeters and meters?
Yes, and it can be measured in kilometers as well.
Distance is measured in kilometers. What can be so deep to be measured in kilometers, Papa?
Do you know, Vandana, there are some areas in the sea which are more than 3 kilometers deep.
More than 3 kilometers deep. This is too much.
There are many objects in nature which surprise us. In the next class, you will study about these objects. Now tell me whether you understood what centimeter, meter and kilometer can be used to measure.
Yes, Papa. The length, width, height, depth and distance of objects are measured in centimeters, meters and kilometers.
Today we learned centimeter, meter and kilometer units are used to measure the length, width, height and distance of objects, and how to measure the depths of objects.